Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Croatia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Stanisic.
Now it's Modric. Kante did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Griezmann
is in a really good position out wide. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life.
Good ball, good take.
He's in space and looking for options.
That looks a good cross. That has not gone well.
Brozovic
opts for safety. Šutalo.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now it's Perisic. Modric.
He is through here.
Takes a shot! In for the pieces!
Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Koundé. Diaby.
And Upamecano.
Hernandez.
Konate. And it's Hernandez.
And the through ball. Griezmann has it out wide and in space.
Hernandez crosses.
Croatia clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
That is ended up in no man's land. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Stanisic.
And it's Modric.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Sosa. Vlasic.
And Brozovic. That's a good ball out wide. Referee's given a throw. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Now it's Diaby, and he skips past his man. He's found a way through.
Stanisic.
Brozovic. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And it's Brozovic. Played out to the right. Now it's Perisic. Well, that That's a decent ball.
And a chance! Goal! Croatia!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Marcó en el minuto 40 el dorsal 5.
Croatia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Stanisic. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Brozovic. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Sosa.
Oh, that's delightful.
And he's managed to get free.
Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Perisic. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength.
Perisic had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Brozovic. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Now it's Vlasic.
He's got away.
He's had a shot!
Oh, it's fallen loose again.
They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He has found the way through.
Vlasic. And this is Perisic.
Tchouaméni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Griezmann. Short changes him with that pass. Stanisic.
Here's Brozovic. Modric.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Sosa. Vardiol. And Stanisic.
Modric.
Kramaric has found the net here, of course. Croatia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Schutalo.
Now it's Modric. Now it's Vlasic. Just about up to 75 minutes. Perisic looking to run onto it. Lovely feet.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Kante cuts it out. Chance here to counter. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Hernandez.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Stanisic. Modric. And it's Brozovic. To Kovacic. Now it's Vlasic. Diaby.
Great vision.
Now this could be a chance. And here's Griezmann. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
The final 5 minutes. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Now it's Benzema.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. Plenty to aim at here. Shoots! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Cambio de jugadores en Croacia. El dorsal 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 20.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Pasalic. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
They just turned up with the wrong mentality, Peter. They got complacent, and they'll have to take the criticism that comes with it now.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Riyad kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ben Seguir! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's missed, but not by that far. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side.
Chance for a shot!
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's gone looking for safety. France are looking to go forward now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That has not gone well. Oh, give a decent chance! Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Morocco have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Konate gets over and intercepts. It's a really well-measured ball. That is good alertness. Now, he's got space here. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's En-Nesyri. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi has been caught there, it's a foul. Thuram was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Gets into some space. Oh, real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ziyech. The less said about that pass, the better. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nice looking ball. That's good vision. And the volley.
have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Tries to play it through. Koundé. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Ben Seghir. Conte. Now it's Coman. Koundé. Great vision. Now, can they get him away? Ben Seghir. Oh, just skips past his man. Upamecano pokes it out wide. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And Ziyech! In he goes again. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Ziyech. Decent progress down the left. Oh, no joy this time. Konate. And he was quick to react. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Brahim Diaz.
There will be 1 minute.
Now it's Ben Seghir! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Surely now! That's a decent clearance. And he's had a hit! And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal.
And
if
now,
that happens,
please turn
it's a game
towards the
changer.
screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
Here we go again then.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Aimed beyond the defence. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Brahim Diaz. Oh, perfectly measured that. Takes a shot! Koundé. Coman. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Coman. And he's managed to get free. Can he get on the end of this? Riyad does well to get it back. Riyad is there to clear. And it's Koundé. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Morocco are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Riyadh gets
The
good
attendance
distance
for
on
this
it.
match was 80,953.
Hernandez. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Griezmann. He's being urged to shoot. It's Griezmann! That's another chance! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
France really will be...
Coman! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Griezmann. That's going to go a long way. That pass isn't the best. In with the challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement. That's a shade optimistic. That's a sharp pass. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Threads one in. Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Thuram. Coman.
Substitution for Morocco. Number 21, Brahim Diaz. Number 34, number 20, Hakim
Rabiot.
Ziyech. Number 18,
Might be danger here.
Benzema.
Tarat.
Coming on the field, number 25.
Spread it left.
Number 2.
The most accurate pass.
Number 49. Number 14. Substitution in progress.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he welcomes it in. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Mazraoui. And this is Taarabt. Lofted in. Rabiot.
There will be 1 minute
The
added time.
final seconds now. Passing is crisp and sharp. An instinctive delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your reflections then, Jim?
France may have approached
Just
this
a quick
game as a
announcement.
probable
And
win,
then
Peter,
one,
and
two,
didn't
we're
address
about
the
to announce
basics
today's
properly.
lottery numbers.
That may have achieved.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, he's been caught napping! Osimhen is onto it in a flash. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right. But Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy. He just loves to get on that front foot.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Timber. Gordon. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Short changes him with that pass. Paredes. Now Timber. Paredes. Quarter of an hour played. Sporting still without a single shot on target. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Gavi. It's played through for him. And it's made its way to him. And it's played in here. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Bernardo Silva. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Teat. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Paredes. And here's Neto. Nicely shaped ball. Jimenez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Paredes. And the return pass. Gordon. Sporting finding their passes. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Gavi. Angelino. Ball's gone out of play. Teat kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That's a look and plays it forward. Godfrey cuts out the pass. Now it's Odegaard.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Sporting really could have done without this. The major moment in the game. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Now he's got space here. Osimhen picks it up out wide.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Paredes. Here's Gordon. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! Fantastic from Pedro Neto! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Timber. Gordon! Loose ball now, in he goes again! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Sporting close to setting up the perfect climax there. It really has been pulsating. Sporting are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Se ha encontrado unas llaves de coche con un llavero en forma de balón. Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio.
Second period then underway.
Sporting are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Paredes. Timber. Passing is crisp and sharp. Picked out brilliantly. He's going for goal. He can get that clear. Oh, that's well spotted. That's really nicely played. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gets into some space. He is through here. In it comes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Gavi. Great ball. Goes for a shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Pedro Neto. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Timber. Gordon, he's free, he has got space. And he shoots! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
La asistencia a este partido.
He's cleared it out of harm's way.
Osimhen.
Pass somewhat off target. Paredes. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Shot could be on. He is just caressing. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona get themselves into... That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Serán sustituidos por
Hernandez.
el dorsal 13, el dorsal 17.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Doku. Doku. There he goes, motoring forward. And it's Paredes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gordon. Cleared without hesitation. Probing pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Doku, who does have an assist to his name. Bernardo Silva. This looks promising. Aims beyond the defence. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now that's well seen too. Timber. Teat. Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Brozovic. He's done the shot! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Osimhen did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 19 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20. El dorsal
Pedro
10
Neto.
se va a realizar un cambio.
Well, that's
de
good
jugadores.
defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Paredes. Nicely spread. Now it's Gordon. That is ended up in no man's land.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Sporting with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has been knocked clear. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That has not gone well. Paredes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gross. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Deep into injury time! Piercing and with pinpoint. And the referee brings it to a close. Sporting were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. Chance! Goal! Sporting! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an
En-Nesyri! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. No way through, so back... Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gets his head on it! He can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Doku. Picks out, takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pedro Neto is offering a wry smile there.
Vicario gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball, good take. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Verratti. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's away! Wits! Sporting leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Rodri. Played back. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Flamengo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Well seen, saw that coming. Flamengo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they...
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! Flamengo are level. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Now that's well seen too. Marco Verratti. And here's Gordon. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now that... Great chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Sporting have their second corner now. Musiala can get it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Musiala. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Half an hour played now. Now it's Wirtz. Bernardo Silva. And it's Verratti. Gives it back. Now who's going to be first to this? He's having a shot! Goal! Flamengo! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Flamengo get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear...
Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Sporting have their third corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere. And the shot! Doku! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level.
And a chance! Goal! Sporting! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Sporting take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And there is the half-time whistle. Sporting come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Shapes to shoot! He's scored! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Paredes. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hernandez. Here's Doku. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Sporting really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Turns and goes back. Chance for a shot! Bernardo Silva. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Marco Verratti. Musiala. Big chance! Goal! Flamengo! Noses back in front once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
Shot a goal! It's a loose ball. That pass isn't the best. Now has he got the... And he shoots! They've done it! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
How many? Just how many? Flamengo take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's on it, can he get away? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius tries a shot! It's a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. How's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Substitution for Sporting, number 5.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Leandro Paredes.
Now, can they get it back?
Number 32.
Perez
DiMarco.
threads one in.
Number 3.
Good ball over the top.
Francesco Acerbi. Number 23.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not. Chance, surely! This time, surely!
Substitution.
And he's missed it.
Sporting certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot! And that's wide. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Vinicius Junior. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. DiMarco. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Perez.
There will be
And here's
5
Vinicius
minutes
Junior.
added time.
And the shot! No, it's wide. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. DiMarco. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great vision. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's really well manoeuvred. And that will be it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006.
And already we're underway here.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Benacer gets across to intercept that. So what can they make of this? It's a really well-measured ball. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, it's hard to overlook the very talented Musiala, Peter. I mean, when Germany's finest come calling at such a young age and place such faith in him, then you know he's got something special. Often played ahead of more established pros, allowing him to break so many records already.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Benacer,
Vinicius Junior.
oh, he's trying to skip past his man.
Chooses to go back.
Sporting have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it.
Vinicius Junior.
Proves just a little bit too strong.
Vinicius Junior!
It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Flamengo!
First blood drawn.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Flamengo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Bernardo Silva really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball if he can get there.
Vinicius Junior.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Vinicius Junior. Closing in on goal, and a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
Musiala plays it short. Played in deep. Cleared away.
Sporting are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous.
Such good technique.
And he's making progress on the ball. Pavlovic makes the interception.
And the counter is on.
30 minutes gone. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
And it's Rodri.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's En-Nesyri.
Oh, great feat that.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's played through for him. Benacer.
Sporting certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Musiala. And it's Musiala. DiMarco. Some resolute defending there. Chance here to counter. Benacer. Now it's Gordon. Timber picks it up out wide. He's being urged to shoot. No, it's not getting there. En-Nesyri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And Benacer.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior puts his foot on the gas. Vinicius Junior ploughing through the middle. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Sporting can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's DiMarco. Now it's DiMarco. Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Tries a shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Oh, well measured. He's in a great position here. He's picked his way, and he shoots! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Flamengo find a position of he's going for goal! No, he's missed it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
DeMarco. Number 20, Pedro Neto. Number 4, Jimenez.
Tries to pass it
Coming on
through.
the field, number 5.
Deep cross.
Number 11.
And now they can clear their lines.
Number 3.
Flamengo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book. Sporting perhaps contemplating their next change here. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Passing nice and neat, and he's gone backward here. A lot of space ahead of him. Now this could be a chance. Doku. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Half an hour gone in the second half. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Great ball, and he's in here. And Bernardo Silva! It's hit the upright.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Benacer. He's got away. Doku defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No, again there's no way through. Benacer.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Oh no, what has happened here?
He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
Bernardo Silva. Foot in. The final 5 minutes. He can run onto that, and he's in on goal. He's had a shot! A whisker away from making it 4.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Smoothly does it. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Sporting present their opponents with the best possible chance here to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Flamengo are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh no, this does not look good.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Rodri, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And he's managed to get free. It's a good run down the right. Shot could be on. And he's had it nicked away. Could move up a gear here. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well, and that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of
Your
anybody
reflections
who has
then,
found
Jim.
themselves a little
Sporting
lost today.
desperately
Please look at
failing
the screen
to
for
impose
information
themselves on the
how to find your way
game.
around
Decidedly
this stadium.
flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Diaz is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. Frimpong. Now it's Diaz. Diaz! Nicely spread. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Palmer. Probing pass. Now it's Pedro Neto. No, he wasn't going to let him past. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Luis Diaz, is someone I like a lot for his versatility that makes him suited for a very fluid front line. I mean, by trade, yes, he's a left winger, but he's proven himself to be decent with his back to goal, and he's a player with the potential to be prolific if you see how well he can use his pace and dribbling ability inside crowded boxes.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And it's Bellingham. He's gone for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Nicked it back promptly. Knocks it into space. Timber in acres of space out. Great chance! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Zubimendi. De Jong. Now it's Zapata. Now it's Diaz. Just eases him off the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Can he get it through? Zubimendi. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Diaz. Oh, this is a terrific run. And this is Zapata. And that's been won straight back. Oh, sweet feet. De Jong plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Duvan Zapata clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's played it back. And here's Palmer. Doku. Great vision. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot! Bernardo Silva. That's rather hopeful. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Zubimendi. Bellingham. Now it's Diaz.
Such good technique.
Threads one in. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
And here's Gordon. Timber. Paredes. Looking tidy in possession here. Bellingham. Quality ball. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Diaz. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pacho. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Senhoras e senhores, é proibido estacionar na área ao redor do estádio. Usem o estacionamento mantido pelo clube ou outros estabelecimentos pagos da região. Substituição em campo. Camisa 6. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 19.
Second period then underway. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Teat. And it's Hernandez. Gordon looking to run onto it. And the counter is on. Timber with the foul. And that's going to be a booking. Aims beyond the defence. Doku. He is through. Decent chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
De Jong. Pacho. Palmer. It's Bellingham. Now it's Zapata. Doku. Somewhat off target. Yildiz. And he's in on goal!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
De Jong gets across to intercept that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Diaz. And he shoots! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 21.
Timber. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage.
And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Yildiz clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Oh, he's been flattened there. Sporting are looking to go forward now. That is good alertness. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he was alert to it. He's had a shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That's very neat. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Opts to play it back. Shot at goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And here's Yildiz, and the shot!
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing, and there's no compromise.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substituição em campo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 30.
Works it forward. Demiral spots it and intercepts.
Camisa 23.
Yildiz.
Substituição.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pedro Neto. Oh, that is a good... He's having a shot! He's found a way... And another try! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
That has not gone well. Gross. Now it's Gordon. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's a fine interception.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
De Jong.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's got away. Shot could be on. And the shot! Now, how often do you see that? Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time.
There they go, hunting again.
He's picked his way through. And the ball is out of play. Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So that's it. It is all over. Sporting did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Senhoras e senhores, vejam no telão as informações sobre como se localizar